guys, it's Gary. I'm standing in our Camden office and thought before we did our legal tip, I just going to give you a preview of how cool the Camden office is. We've gotten it opened up and we're very excited to be in Camden. This is our 5th office, as y'all know, and we're very excited to be in the Camden community and doing closings out here. And as you'll pretty much see here, the vibe, the experience is very similar to what you've come to expect in our Columbia offices, our Lexington office, Greenville and Spartanburg as well. And now in Camden, we have the TVs that will have all the same displays that we normally have. We got the XM radio on the iPad so the client can pick the music experience. We have the diffuser with our own custom smell for our offices, together with our beverage center, which will also have some more of the closing time beer coming very soon. I understand from Columbia Craft that they are brewing about 50 cases for us, so we should have those cases here very soon in the near future. Now, let's talk about today's legal tip. Today's legal tip is talking about these expiration dates for contracts. They actually do matter, and I'm getting lots and lots of phone calls from agents that are complaining, saying that the buyers are not giving enough time for us to respond. They're giving an hour or 2 hours in these expiration time frames, and I'm having buyer agents complain that the sellers are just ignoring it and responding on their own time, and a lot of times they're just accepting the contract hours or even days after they have submitted a contract that's expired. And so let's talk about that, because we are changing our market right now. Right now, we've been a seller market for the better part of 2 years. Most economists think it's going to be a balanced market, and some are even saying it might even shift over to a buyer market. And if that happens and you are a listing agent and you are not responding before the offer expires, and then you try to come back in and accept the contract a day or even an hour after the expiration of the contract, what you're going to find is in a lot of cases the buyer's already moved on and you're signing the contract an hour or two after the expiration time. Isn't going to matter. The buyer's has already expired. The offer's expired and they've moved on. So as a listing agent, we need to make sure that we are responding within the time frame of which they have for the offer expiration time. If there's a problem, if you need more time, if the time they gave you is too short, they send you a contract and offer you an hour to respond, then pick up the phone and communicate. That's what we all need to be doing. It's communicating as a seller agent, listing agent. Call the buyer agent, tell them, I've got your offer. We'd like to present it. We're presenting it, but I need more than an hour. Can we get an expiration date that's a little bit longer so that we can respond? And make sure that we are communicating in those manners. Giving enough time is going to be very important coming forward. Remember, as realtors, you all have duties to communicate, to be responsive to each other. So simply ignoring the expiration date, not picking up the phone, and at least calling the buyer's agent saying, I have the offer, I've presented it, it's not enough time for us to respond, but we will respond in time, then that's a whole nother, something we should be looking at. If, however, the offer expires, the seller does sign the offer and does present it to the buyer, it's now up to the buyer as to whether they go ahead and continue with that or they simply say the offer's expired, I'm moving on. So be sure that you don't put yourself in that position. And also remember, please do not forget, because I saw an email chain with an agent yesterday where the agent wrote in there, I don't have time to respond to your ridiculous offers. That is not a proper response. We've gone over this multiple times. Anytime you get an offer, you have to present that offer to your seller, whether you like the offer or not. Whether your seller is going to like the offer, you must present that offer. And one of 3 things has to happen. Your seller either accepts the offer, they counter the offer, or they're going to do an offer rejection form. And that's it. So when you get an offer, as a listing agent, one of those 3 forms has to go back to the buyer's agent. An accepted contract, a counter offer, or a rejection form. If you aren't sending one of those 3 things back, you're in violation of the law. You don't get to say, I'm not going to present your crappy offer, or even, I presented your offer and we're not even going to respond to it. No, you better be sending the offer rejection form. All right. Hopefully that helps cure some of these issues out there. Remember, guys, we're all in this together. Listing agents want to sell houses. Buyers agents want to find houses for their clients. So work together, communicate together, and let's keep making this the best industry in the entire world. Y'all have a great weekend and look forward to seeing y'all next week.